Folks, it is good to be back. We're actually recording this a day after last one. We're trying to break the record here for the quickest manga alert turnaround.
Every week.
Yep, every well, in this case, it'll hopefully be up the next day. We are here once again with our lovely host Shrugpod, our lovely secondary host Buzz, and the long-awaited return of Mr. Apollo Gray. He's here with us today. Apollo, how's it going?
That's your cue.
Well, yeah. Where's Apollo?
Who are you?
I'm based.
What? What are you doing here? I thought
No, you're
I
not.
thought we kicked you out of the manga alert chat.
Yeah, you did. And it took 5 months before you guys even realized you did.
That is, yeah. Sorry about that, Based.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Apollo. I just died in another 20.
It's fine.
Yeah, Apollo,
Honestly, I didn't miss much because all Apollo does is just bitch and moan, so I'm not really missing much.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that what you do to an extent?
I mean, but I'm funnier.
I think he just complains more about
Yeah,
other
fair
people than Apollo complains about something. I don't know. I don't know what Apollo
Apollo's
complains
too
about.
busy being horny in Discord. Like,
I know 4 employees that I just adore. I'm so happy I can see them more. 'Cause we make people smile all day. We get to play. We get to play.
Apollo was literally, like, slandering some people last time. Like, he was saying how Shaman and Based both disrespected, like they made fun of Toriyama dying, which I don't think is true. I had to
yeah, I don't
fact
think
check
that's
him.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, listen, I'm sure, like, Based makes fun of the series, but I don't think he, like, disrespected the man when he died. Come on now. And,
A
Apollo-
little unknown secret. I gave Gear my extra copy of Dragon Ball Z, the Brawly movie,
That's right.
and I was pogging over it
The
for
Brawly
a solid
movie?
2 hours.
The Broly movie was kind of sick. Though I have to... You gave me that on Funimation, which I don't think exists anymore. So
Wait a minute.
where is that
Is it?
now?
Wait,
I have
the
no
like
idea.
the old Broly
Was it
movie
a
or like
digital copy?
the new Broly movie?
Like
No,
the-
the new one.
Oh, okay. Then that one doesn't matter.
What?
Was it a digital copy?
Yes.
Because they announced that those like deleted those.
When you
have
used to
some-
buy
they
the
just-
Blu-rays, they gave you like a digital copy for free, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna use this, so
So it's actually gone?
I doubt
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they're not doing anything with them anymore. They just like are offline.
But why?
That
Like,
it's
it-
it's so
It's
so
not
stupid.
like Funimation was destroyed. Like it was merged with like Crunchyroll. So
Yeah,
why couldn't they just?
It wasn't Sony like kind of combining them all because there was no point for like multiple.
Yeah, well, Sony bought both of them, and yeah, like then at that point there was no point in having them separate. Weird, man. But this
I'm
this
actually
ain't
glad
no-
because I was not like doing the double subscriptions for series I wanted to watch.
But listen, this ain't no anime alert, okay? We're here to talk about manga,
Real.
and we got quite a bit to talk about.
Right.
Let me tell you. So, what have we all been reading?
What Buzz? Why don't you go first?
So I was reading some absolute peak the other day. I was reading Kagurabachi.
Oh
I caught up on that series.
How is that? Because we all read like the start of it a couple podcasts ago, and we all thought it was eh. How's it now?
So I actually like it a lot.
Okay,
It's
okay.
very. I would say it's like, if you like Jujutsu Kaisen, you'll like Kagurabachi. Like it's actually really good.
Who
Way better than Demon Slayer.
there was
Way better than Demon
there was
Slayer.
someone who made like a statement. Was it like Tatiko Inoue or someone of that caliber who like talked about how good it was? I can't remember if it was him or not. Probably wasn't him.
It probably was.
Probably not.
Yeah, no. So I don't know. Fact is, people are loving Kagurabachi, so
I'm
good
not.
for them. Well,
I'm loving all the John Wick references.
I do find it funny how it sort of got memed into popularity, and the popularity seems to have actually stuck. So good for them. do we have an English release date yet, or is it still too soon?
Actually, I don't know.
Oh,
I
well,
bet it gets
I'm
put
sure
in the
it'll
vault.
happen. I doubt. I'm sure it will get a nice release.
It got announced from Viz.
Okay, yeah. So
Let's
so
see
good for them.
any release dates yet.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the Kagurabachi coloring book. Let's go.
Yo.
Oh,
a coloring
sick.
book already?
Wow.
That's great. Love that.
Oh, I've been watching Black Clover.
Why?
Yeah, I watched.
Thank you for saying that, because I was thinking it.
Okay, Based, you were like the biggest champion of Black Clover for years. What happened, man?
What was it? What was it being like? What was going on with Black? Like, what? At what point? Like, what else was being released next to Black Clover at the time? Like in the beginning.
My
At
Hero,
the
I
time.
guess.
Yeah, but I was riding my Hero Academia's cock, so.
Yeah.
And Shonen
Yeah,
Jump,
but
or
you-
just like in general? Because I feel like that like Black Clover was going on with like the 7 Deadly Sins and
I like
Yeah.
that one too, though.
You're right.
Yeah, it's okay. Pacing is terrible. Animation is terrible. But
But it's okay.
Dad likes it, so I'm watching it with him.
Fair
Because it's
enough.
fun.
The stuff we watch,
And,
the stuff we watch with our fathers.
True.
Sorry, a tangent, but I gotta say this real quick. So my dad, massive Ant-Man fan. Ant-Man is one of his favorite movies, especially Ant-Man and the Wasp. He thought Quantumania was like a bit of a step down, but he still loved it. So we went to go see Planet of the Apes the other night, and they played the trailer for Deadpool. And my dad hates Deadpool. But at the end of the trailer, he turns to me and he's like, when are they making another Ant-Man?
Well, didn't you see that Ant-Man's dead body
Wow.
was in Wolverine in Deadpool?
Well, that's probably what made them think about it. He
Yeah.
was like, when are we getting another Ant-Man? Those are really cool. I'm like,
hey, I get it, man. I have like the biggest crush on Paul Rudd, and I stand by that.
I
And
like
that's
Paul
probably the
Rudd.
only reason that I go see Ant-Man is
Listen.
just because
Based.
I just love Paul Rudd. He's just such a great guy.
I mean, he is a great guy, but you know,
He did some witchcraft for sure. There's no way he's been that young for that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can clip me on saying that I have a man crush on.
Have
on
you
Paul
seen
Rudd, by the
Halloween
way.
6 though?
Wow.
His debut.
I have not.
What the fuck? Anyway,
Because
go ahead,
well,
go ahead,
you're
Buzz.
the only person that's watched past like that
I'm not
many
the only-
Halloween movies.
What? Watch Halloween 6. He's
That would mean I have to
Yes.
watch Halloween 1 through 5.
I don't know. The start that like at the, Halloween 6 sort of starts with him like he kills his niece and that's sort of how it starts, so it's almost like a reset. Anyway, Buzz.
But that takes away from my Black
Anyway.
Clover time.
Oh gosh. So yeah, Black Clover is okay. It's decently enjoyable. Dad's really liking it though. I've been watching One Piece again. I finally finished Alabasta, and now I am on the beginning of Skypiea.
Wait, you're watching One Piece?
Yo, I
Oh,
have so
man.
many issues with One Piece right now.
We know, Base. You always have issues with One Piece.
Wait, no, we'll wait until
Yeah.
wait, we'll hear basic
No, I'm
thoughts
dead
on-
serious. All my friends at work are like, "Hey, we're getting into anime. We started watching One Piece," and all I'm like, it's like a mass little crowd of parroting. Like we're like, "Hey, I'm getting into anime. I'm watching One Piece right now." I'm like, "Bro, please stop." It's just like
I
there's
mean,
like 7 people watching One Piece, and all I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "Oh, that's so cool," and in my head, I'm like, "You are so fucking stupid."
Wait, so are you just upset that you can't gatekeep one of the biggest series on the planet, or are you upset that like
I can't.
Everybody's just
gatekeep
talking about it.
to the general populace because I can't. Like, no matter what I say, they're just be like, "Dude, Luffy, hello."
I mean, like the One Piece anime doesn't really become unwatchable until like you're far into it. So you know, it's fine at first. You know.
yeah.
I
Like,
gatekeep.
but-
I gatekeep today. They're like, my friend was like, "Yeah, I'm watching One Piece. I'm gonna plan on watching Fire Force." I'm like, "Bro, what about Vagabond? Like, what about Lone Wolf and Cub? What about like Blade of the Immortal? Like, where?" He's like, He's like, oh, I heard some okay things about Berserk. I'm thinking about reading that. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Okay, things.
Okay, I do. This is rare, but I actually do have an example that's kind of similar to Base Experience, because there's a guy who we graduated at the same time, and he has like a decent following on TikTok and Instagram and whatever, but he makes a bunch of like One Piece content, not like specifically. He's like a lifestyle TikToker, and then he just is like, he is really obsessed with One Piece, and so he'll like vlog him going to like anime conventions and stuff. And I mean, more power to you, but this dude has literally made One Piece's entire personality like it's like this brand new thing that nobody's ever heard of before, and I kind of get it. It's just like a little obnoxious. And like, I just remember when I first started like reading and watching One Piece a decade ago, I would have been ostracized for even enjoying it. And now it's like, if you don't like One Piece, you're the weird guy. Like, you're like the dude. You have no idea what you're talking about. Because it's like, now we've hit the point of where so many people have enjoyed One Piece because now everybody thinks that Skypiea is really good.
I can't even hit him with my normal little quips about. Yeah, I just can't. I just can't do it. Even when they say like I really like Hunter x Hunter, I'm like hiatus x hiatus, and then they're like, what do you mean? Like, they just don't get it.
Yeah, man, that's a tough world.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think the more people are enjoying stuff, the better the world is.
No, I don't, because that means manga prices.
That's not
are
true.
driving.
As soon as the normies get their hand on stuff, then it's just down the drain.
Bro, you know how much manga has gone up lately? It's fucking ridiculous. That is not inflation. You'll tell me that like hardcover books raised $5 in the past 2 years.
You're talking about price. I thought you were talking about in terms of sales. Yeah. I'm upset that I'm paying $11 per My Hero Academia volume instead of...
You remember when Shonen Jump was $7.99?
Yeah, dude. I still own some volumes that are $7.99. That's bonkers.
I got the latest Chainsaw Man the other day. It is now $16 in Canada.
That's tough.
And
well, that's just a stupid tax. Why are you buying Chainsaw
Manga? I think it was like $12 when I first started, which
it's ridiculous. I understand like the variety of manga we have nowadays. Like, I would never thought we'd have Innocent in English. Would never thought we'd have some of these like really weird, like really popular, like cult series in English. But at the same time, like Kodansha's charging $25.
Let's go
for a 2-in-1. And the quality is like
$50 Shidanojo volumes. Let's go.
So I'm happy, but at the same time, like, I don't know.
I am really happy with the Parasite release. I think that's really good, like the full color one.
Those are really good.
Shaman was like, shitty release, Kodansha paper quality. I'm like, I don't think you've actually held this in your hand.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they did another series, the Gay Jesus one.
Saint Young Man.
What?
The Bible.
One more time?
Is it
called?
Saint Young Man? I know that it's like the one with Jesus
Saint
and
Young
Buddha,
Man.
right?
Oh.
Yeah, no, that one was a nice release by Kodansha. Like, they have some. It's just their 3-in-1s are
right.
like
Yeah.
Oh, like the paperback ones? Oh, yeah, they're really bad.
yeah. I don't know. Like the 7 Seas 3-in-1s. They had some I thought they were really good quality for a 3-in-1, but the Kodansha is just not it.
Yeah.
And they don't have anything. Like, they don't have any releases coming out. Like, what? They're re-releasing Fairy Tail. They're re-releasing Vinland Saga, for all things. Like, those editions were, like... They were re-releasing, like, what? Is the deluxe 3-in-1 or 2-in-1?
3.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
on
know,
their,
you're
like,
releasing,
third
like,
release of
a-
Fire Force.
It's a hard, like, you're re-releasing a 2-in-1 hardcover for a 3-in-1 hardcover that honestly looks way more generic than the original.
Oh my gosh, the Fire Force paperbacks are just so ugly. Like they're just so bad. I have recently I recently picked up the this is not a manga, but I bought Bone, like the all-in-one edition,
Goated.
and
goated.
it's massive, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like it's good hardback, and like that's like most omnibuses should just be hardback because it just
True.
is just going to contain a better. But these like the 3-in-1, I'm thinking of like the 3-in-1 paperbacks with like One Piece and Naruto and Bleach and Fire Force and the Seven Deadly Sins, and they
Disgusting.
none of them are good.
No, I mean, like, they're readable.
Yeah.
Like, I fully understand if someone like wants to collect the cheaper volumes because like you can still read them just fine. But
I don't. I mean, like, it doesn't matter if you're poor. Like, at least, like, it's a little ridiculous.
Half the pages are fully translucent though. That is kind of
No, like I remember I was a wee young manga enthusiast. I was so happy to buy the Full Metal Alchemist 3-in-1s.
yeah.
I turned, like, I was 5 pages in. I turned the page and it just ripped in half. I'm like, what?
I think that's more of a you problem.
Okay, a skill issue.
Yeah, like
Actual skill.
what the heck
issue.
was happening
What?
there? Like, were you just so excited that you just like? Ugh.
No,
It's like, I gotta see what happens.
They did the 3-in-1s were the size of one single volumes put together. You can't tell me how the fuck did they make a 200 pages fit in, like, cram 200 pages in that book.
I have the Death Note all-in-one. I know anything's possible.
That's
Oh,
a meme,
dude,
and
that
you know
is-
it. You have not cracked that book at all, and I guarantee it.
Well, no.
Exactly.
See, I read the Death Note all in one. Like, that's how I read it.
Well,
Right?
see,
And it wasn't even that bad. It was fine.
See, I don't know if I'll ever reread Death Note because I'm worried that I will just not like it. So,
dude. I dunked on Death Note like a few years ago, and I've still never let that comment like live down. People still give me a hard time because I think Death Note is just super mid.
people got mad at you for the Bakuman comment too.
People got mad at him for saying fucking One Piece started at, like, year 2.
Year
Or the
two.
time skip.
I still can't live down the Thriller Bark comment from like 5 years ago.
Well, you shouldn't like that. You were right.
Yeah, and I stand by it.
Yeah, I tell people all the time. It's like you gotta start at volume like what 45, and they're like, okay, and they do.
Start
and they're
right
like, oh my god, this is so good. I'm gonna
Start
from
right
volume
after
one.
start right after Water 7, and you'll
Yeah.
get the gist.
Anyway,
Speaking of One Piece.
Oh, Buzz, did you ever finish? Oh yeah, did you ever finish
No.
talking about what you were reading?
Not really. So yeah, I'm watching One Piece. I'm not watching the original version. I'm not watching One Piece. I'm watching like a lesser known edit called One Piece Kai.
yo,
Oh.
The reason why is because it's English dubbed, and that's how I wanted to watch it. And One Piece is like half dubbed right now, so
I don't
HD'd.
I don't get these fan edits. Like, you physically cannot watch the original series because it's ass, and you submit it.
Well, no, literally, in One Piece's case, yeah, because they adapt like half a chapter per episode.
Yeah,
sometimes, so it's kinda-
their pacing is pretty.
forced our hand.
abysmal.
Yeah,
you
but the
know?
One Piece world building, dude.
Uh-huh.
so
I mean, they don't skip that. They skip the repeated scenes and the drawn out reaction faces.
so based, what have you been up to? I know.
I've been reading Kengan.
So you see, so base, you quit social media a little while ago, and I still see people wondering where you've been. So where have you been?
I deleted everything at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Wow.
Oh, that's it. All right.
I don't even have personal accounts. I don't.
Well, good for
I
you.
don't. I don't use TikTok. I don't use, like, I'm not on any type of. The only thing I say maybe is considered social media is like Discord, but like at the same time I'm in here. I've like follow like 4 channels.
You've heard it, heard it here, folks. If you wanna get more base, you gotta join our server.
And most of the time, I'm gonna kick you if you just create.
Okay, listen, base. You gotta stop with that. Okay, so
I'm sorry,
Yes.
but if you are literally gonna have Thought Breaker 69, who just made their account today, join the server and just assume that he's just a wholesome dude, you're stupid and you don't deserve.
I'm not
mods.
assuming it. Okay, for context, folks.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Okay, for context, we made the server public last time we made the podcast, and a few people joined, and base banned most of them just because of their names.
No.
Thoughtbreaker 69 is
I
ridiculous.
banned,
That's
what
so
was
funny.
The name? Bro Moment 69. Hello?
Listen,
Bruh Moment
Oh my God.
69.
Listen,
Who's been literally an active
I
account
am not
for
saying
an hour.
I am not saying that this person is legit or anything, but I just
He
think,
has a Bleach avatar, and it says, I don't even know, bruh. Stop asking me. It's a meme account.
That's like a perfectly normal Zoomer account.
yeah,
name,
like
though.
I feel like instead of like banning them immediately, we should like actually give them a chance to talk.
Dude, this guy said a Wild Tyler joined. I'm like, okay, what's his thing? It says Throat Goat 19021. First off, if you have 5 numbers in your name, you're a fucking moron already.
Well-
and 2, his name is Throat Goat, and he's made his account the same day.
Maybe he's just
Dude, he's like
12.
12.
Maybe he's just a Nancy Reagan
No,
fan.
no. I don't care if you make an account with a dumbass name and it's literally just made. You are a racist, a homophobe, or I don't know, like something else.
I just think you're too premature. I think we should just
I'm not premature enough.
You know what? I stand with him. I think it's all right. I think we should start. I think we should start bullying the kids that think it's still acceptable putting X's and numbers in their name, and it's
No, if you have 5 numbers in your name in 2024, you are maybe on the spectrum.
But why don't we
Goodness gracious.
tell them that instead of just like kicking them immediately?
I am not in the fucking business of chastising 12-year-old blue eyes, snot nose.
You just said we should make fun of them.
Brats.
You just said we should.
Yes.
Yeah.
I make fun of the idiots that
you
are in the
just say-
Discord already.
Yeah, but you
like
don't
you have
kick
some
them.
absolute morons, like absolute like shiny foreheads, like really some just horrible people.
Didn't you just refer to those people as on the spectrum? I feel
No,
like
only
I feel
the
like
ones that make their count the same day and call themselves Throat Goat with 5 numbers in their name. Because obviously Throat Goat with 4 numbers was taken.
right?
Again by
Throat-
Nancy
788.
Reagan. Listen,
Joe Biden account.
Skibbity Biden.
Good lord.
Anyway, Based, have you been reading anything other than Kengan?
Yes. Kengan Ashura. No, Kengan Omega, it's awesome. Record of Ragnarok, awesome. One Punch Man, awesome. Baki, the new Baki manga that features Jack Hanma, fucking awesome. There's actually, the thing I'm like really, really looking forward to is that Netflix announced that crossover between Baki and Kengan. It's like a 1.5 hour movie of just pure fighting, and it's coming out in June, so it's coming out soon. So I'm really excited for that.
Nice.
But just reading a bunch of other books. Honestly, I don't read a lot of manga these days.
Hell yeah.
I've been reading a lot more books. So
That is true. All right, Shrug, what have you been reading?
I've actually been reading some manga because I am in a definite need of. I've had to purge some volumes just for the sake of me and Mrs.
Your
Pod will
wedding.
be moving into a place together here very soon, and books are really heavy. Also, they just take up a lot of space. So I've been trying to get rid of some books. I finished Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, which I will be giving away.
why did you read Dragon Ball?
Because I'd never actually read Dragon Ball, and I
you
just
regret
wanted, and I've owned it for a long time, and I finally just read it, and I was like, wow, this is really, really mediocre.
There we go.
Dragon Ball.
That's where I'm talking about.
I have nothing but utmost respect for Toriyama and his series, but I think that we have to separate the art from the artist, And I think in that sense, I think we need to separate that it's just like a person can be very creative and inventive and really change like
There's
how
nothing creative about Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball. There's nothing creative. He does the same.
Here's the thing. I do think it in a sense that Dragon Ball has really good choreography. I do think that like his panels are choreographed really well, and I think that Dragon Ball does really well with that. I think that the characters are really boring outside of Goku, which, you know, Goku, like, that's just all of Dragon Ball. It's just Goku just will be better than somebody, and then that person joins their team, and then they just become, like, just even more boring, unless you're Vegeta, and, like, even in a sense, Trunks, because they keep on trying to bring Trunks back. But I think that Dragon Ball is pretty mediocre. I think the Dragon Ball Z, still the best part of Dragon Ball Z is the Cell saga. But it also, there are a lot of issues. There's a lot of just like story stuff that I didn't enjoy, and I don't think that, like, I'm really glad that people think it's a classic. I think that it walked so a lot of shonen could run, but I do think that a lot of people hype it up more than it should be. Like, I'm so glad if you enjoy Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and Toriyama has done a lot for this industry. But as someone coming from a non-nostalgic perspective, I just don't hold Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z to like the highest of regards.
I just love how you said separate the art from the artist, which is usually like when like the author does something bad, but here you're just like, oh, I respect the artist, I just don't like the art.
Shrug just said a lot of words that pretty much said that fucking Dragon Ball sucks. The original.
You heard it.
So,
Would you
heard
say
it,
that
folks.
Fire Force is better than Dragon
Ooh.
Ball?
That's a loaded question.
Ooh. Calling you out.
I would 100% watch the Fire Force anime over the original Dragon Ball series.
Well, the Fire Force anime is kind of sauce.
In some aspects, I would probably say that there are some Fire Force fights that are better than the majority of OG Dragon Ball.
What are you talking about? You didn't like when Goku went up against the Flavor of the Week bad guy only for him to join the team literally the next day?
No, hold on. Goku didn't kill what is it? Tai Pao Pao? Like whatever his name. It was like the Tao Pai Pai, I think that was his name. At least it like in the volume that I had, I read like the Viz Bigs, and he was like some assassin.
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
who
Yeah,
that
I remember
Ninja
him.
guy.
Well, outside of Dragon Ball, I read I also read for the first time 5 centimeters per second. I actually didn't see the ending coming, but it was also pretty mid.
The that's the one where like it where it ends, where it like zooms out and they're in the Twin Towers.
No.
Oh,
What?
No.
you guys don't know Buzz? You've never seen Remember Me with Robert Pattinson?
Oh,
Yeah, you know now.
I thought you were being serious.
Oh. This is not about 9/11. I should probably clarify that that 5 centimeters per second is a romance.
Isn't it?
It's not.
Well, so is Remember
not-
Me.
I've never seen the movie, but I'm pretty sure.
Sorry.
it is.
I'm really glad you're clarifying
yeah.
this, Shrug, because I really did think 5 centimeters per second was like
Let me
the
just
time
say,
between
this is
the-
not about 9/11. It's about 2 high school students that have a crush on each other, and then he keeps saying, "Yes, I'm gonna love her until forever," and then they don't end up together.
2?
And then
Spoilers.
9/11 happens,
The
and he
planes?
creates.
9/11
My
did
Chemical
not happen
Romance.
in this book. Maybe it happened while
it
the book
didn't?
was
Second
going
student
on.
hit the tower.
Wait, you're saying 9/11 didn't happen in this book?
It didn't happen.
Oh wow.
They did not hit the Pentagon in this. I started Mashal. I own the first 2 volumes of Mashal, and I actually really enjoyed Mashal, but only Mash. Everybody else is super cookie cutter boring, and like there's like a Jax
Yeah.
Films
Comment
video.
about
I think
this.
I sent the Jax Films video, and it was
So-
all just kind of similar to that. But Mashal was really entertaining, and I'll probably read the rest of it. But it's like, it's just really funny watching Mash, and I think that's like obviously the whole point. But all the
Yeah.
other characters are so boring that I don't really like any other part unless Mash is in there.
This is what I have to say about this. Mashal follows the One Punch Man formula. However, the problem with Mashal is when Mashal's off screen, no one else can carry the series, while in One Punch Man, almost the entire cast quite frankly, is more entertaining
Right.
than Saitama.
Right.
That's exactly what I said when I first read it. I was like, this is like if One Punch Man had less interesting like side characters. I was like, it's a really similar formula, and like obviously we get the gag, and One Punch Man is done so much better. But Mashal is entertaining. Like Mash is a funny character. Like I just really enjoy that. I'm rereading Orange right now because I own like all of Orange. And
Are you depressed right now?
not yet.
This should be the happiest time of your life. I'm kind of confused on why you're reading all this depressing stuff.
Sorry. I read some American comics too. Like I think I took a break for a little bit and like scattered in there. I finished the Avatar: The Last Airbender comics. I read another the guy that made Scott Pilgrim. I read Seconds. That was really good. I read all of Bone, but that's like American comics. So it's like I took some like detox from manga just to like get some other stuff. But I also read Dead Rock.
Wow.
Guys, it's time for the Dead Rock segment of the Manga Alert episode.
Wait, can't I go first with my
No.
Oh, okay.
Shut up.
Alright.
It's my turn. So, and recently, because I actually haven't been on, I wasn't on the last episode. So let me catch you guys up to speed from what happened in the last Dead Rock chapter. Female Natsu got turned into a cookie by this lion guy who is like some form of a sexual predator. And then in the next chapter, you find out that other ice mage Gray with a sword is actually grew up with the guy, but the lion was jealous because Gray got all the ladies, and then not only do they fight, and then other dragon Natsu fights Lion Guy and wins, but then both Lion Guy and Gray both get killed, and then the bird girl who turned into a human for a little bit but is now a bird again pees herself, which was a really interesting.
That was a really odd panel.
Yeah, which is another really odd thing. That was just a weird couple of chapters, which that's kind of all of Dead Rock. And then they find the book to kill God, and then they are now going up against. Oh yeah, we forgot Magumoto, or what Mamu Mima gets.
Magu Magi, I think.
Yeah.
She gets crucified.
Mama Mugi, or whatever her name is, gets crucified. And she's like some lizard lady that gets crucified, and then the vice principal shows up, who is basically just Mosquito from Soul Eater, and then he goes into his second form, and that is awesome. I love Dead Rock.
As always, our Dead Rock segments are more coherent and easy to follow than the actual manga. So
Yes, and
okay.
always remember, we're sponsored by Mashima.
Okay, hold on. So I'm scrolling through the Dead Rock Discord, and there's honestly fucking nothing. Dead Rock isn't done by anyone related to Fairy Tail, right? Because this art looks kind of similar.
This is Mashima.
It's Mashima.
You're kidding.
Oh,
No,
I'm not. This
we
is
wish.
literally another series that he's working on right now, in addition to Eden
And
Zero.
second, you turn the Attack on Titan into a Dead Rock channel?
Well, we recycle channels because I don't like having too many channels. We do that whenever a series ends. We usually
archive. You archive the dumbest Zelda and the election.
Okay, I don't. Okay, no, I think Zelda used to be for Game of Thrones. Maybe, I don't know. Listen,
Which one used to be the Attack on Titan spoilers chat?
that was Dead Rock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it says no manga spoilers past where the anime is.
Oh, I should probably change that. But yeah, well, anyway, Dead Rock, folks, check it out. In related news, Eden Zero only has a few chapters left. It's finally almost over. Can you believe it?
I think that's great.
How many chapters is it?
I don't actually know. I mean, it's been going, I think, since 2018. Let me see here.
No.
Zero.
It was either, I think like 2018 or 2017, because I remember when Fairy Tail ended.
So looks like 288 chapters, and it will be about 33 volumes at the end.
Which is, that's absolutely psychotic.
That's that was, I'm sitting there thinking about that. I'm like, that's crazy.
That just, I'm gonna Google what magazine is it in? Because I'm pretty sure this magazine has nothing else going for it.
It's in Weekly Shonen magazine.
Dude,
They got
that's
Blue Lock.
so nuts.
Oh, yeah, Blue Lock's kind of a...
They got Rent a Girlfriend, classic AI.
I thought the light novel was much more popular. Than
To
the
Your
manga
Eternity
anyways.
is still going? That's crazy. That was a good series.
You can't forget the Seven Deadly Sins spin-off,
Yeah,
guys.
yes we can. Yes we can. Anyway, folks, speaking of Eden, I read Eden It's an Endless World. I have a manga to talk about. Well, a crazy concept.
Yeah, all you did was post the horny shit.
Bro, okay, this series is insane, right? I think it's fine. Like, it's all right. I think it's just a really weird story. Like, it's like this virus wipes out like a bunch of people, and it's like a Dr. Stone type thing. Like, they all turn to stone and die, but they can't be revived. So like the world goes to shit. People, they invent like cyborgs. And we're just following this kid who was the product of incest. The first chapter, it's kind of like an Oshinoko thing where we're like following the brother and sister, and they believe they're the last people on the planet, but it was a lie and they're not. I thought they would have a baby believing that they were the last people on the planet, but they actually learn that there's more people, but then they have a baby anyway. So anyway, so we're following this kid he's 15 now, and he's just like helping these guys fight people. So there's a lot of action, but the storytelling is super weird because it's like these episodic chunks of stuff happening. It's just kind of hard to explain, and then like at one point, maybe halfway through, so the boy, and keep in mind he's 15, he goes to live at a brothel, and he's like a bartender there. And the head prostitute lady who runs the place, who's maybe like her late 20s, so she's there, and at one point, she like wants to reward him, so she like blows him, and obviously he's like 15. This is the first time he's done anything like that, so he just like finishes in her mouth right away, and she's like, not bad. And then
what?
No, I'm not done yet. So then
No, you should be done. You should
no,
stop right now.
I'm far from done, unfortunately. So
oh my gosh.
So he's instantly hard again, and so she gets on top of him, and she's like, let's see how long you can go. And she starts a timer, and then she just rides him, and it's like he lasts 9 seconds. And afterwards, and like his exact words are, he's like, I think you just raped me, lady. Anyway, then they start dating, like officially dating. And there's just this string of chapters where all they do is have sex, and it's really crazy stuff too. Like he'll be like, "Oh, I want to finish on my face." So she like points it up, and he finishes on his face, and then she like eats it up and like spits it down at him. Like, listen, I
have something to add
Also-
to the end of this.
Okay, but I just want to
this-
say, like, listen, in stories, I understand the need for intimate moments between lovers, especially in, adult stories. Like, stuff like that, it's fine, and I don't mind it. But I think when it comes to this story, which is trying to tell, like, this darker, post-apocalyptic, serious stuff, but it, like, just... I don't really think they needed to go this far, is what I'll say. I don't think they needed to do that.
I don't think you needed to go this far.
Wow.
I sold volumes 1 to 14 for $500.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know why this series is. It's one of those Dark Horse white whales that is out of print, hard to find.
And listen, I did like aspects of this story. I think it does a lot of cool things, but I just don't think all the pieces really came together. And like in the like later, after all of the weird prostitute stuff, which I still can't get. He was 15
Did
years
you read
old.
Did you read 14 or 17 volumes? Because there's only 14 in English that are translated, but obviously
I read the full thing. It's been translated. But anyway, I just by like the end, like there's like a big time skip, and like there's a new virus that shows up, and I was just completely checked out by the end. Like I didn't really care what was happening. So like it's a series that I don't know. I guess I'm glad I read it for certain aspects, but I also think other aspects were a bit much. Why? I still can't believe that happened, man. What the hell?
yeah.
There's also another one.
This reminds me of that one series. Oh Lord, what's it called? It's like an 8-volume series about a dying girl.
Erased? No, wait, that wouldn't be erased.
No,
Your Lion April?
No, it's a weird one. Like it's a weird
A
one.
dying girl.
And they do like all this weird sexual shit.
Girl by the Shore.
No,
Cool.
no.
Yikes,
I'll have to
man.
find it.
Yeah, I don't know. But you see, folks, that was the last manga like I had to read as an old obligation to the Gear Third channel.
Who wanted you to read that?
I don't know. It came in 4th place, and that's the thing I said. I said the top.
Who voted for it?
I don't know. It was anonymous, but enough people did.
Honestly, that's kind of sus.
The weird thing though is
Wait,
like
so
because it wasn't like I had selected manga. Like it was people's suggestions. So like someone suggested Eden It's an Endless World enough times to go on the.
Remind me, what were the selections again?
So well, it wasn't select. It was basically just tell me a manga you want me to read, and I'll tally them all up. And the winners were The Climber. Oh geez, I don't even remember now. The Climber.
Land of the Lustrous.
Yeah, you're right. It was The Climber, Land of the Lustrous, Takemitsu Samurai, and Eden It's an Endless World were the 4.
nice.
But here's the thing, guys. Now that I am free of obligations, well, that's not technically true because I do have one more obligation, and that involves Mr.
Fire
Shrug.
Fire Force.
Yes, that is
Fire
right.
Force.
I will officially be starting Fire Force very soon, and I.
Wait, hold on. What's like?
Oh.
Okay, how about this? So I understand like for a while that now you finally just like that you finally just succumb to the pressure and you're like, I'm finally gonna read Fire Force. But if there's an actual like even trade, then I have no problem that after you read Fire Force, I read whatever series that you want me to, because every time I feel like I make a trade, nobody ever wants to like go through with
you
it.
see-
I like tried to like I told someone that if they read Soul Eater, I would read Eden Zero, and I was like, that sounds fun, even though it probably will be garbage.
Well, you see, I
But-
think our original deal was that you were going to read Kaguya, but if you're saying that I can pick anything, then that might change. So.
Well,
It can get
no,
short.
I don't think the original was Kaguya. I think it was like an actual it was like a Brandon Sanderson book.
Yeah, that was the original.
Now you need to read Eden. Shrug.
You know, the original was I said you read Way of Kings, but you're a coward, so I
I can't read. That's why I have to use
Yeah.
pictures.
anyway. But okay, I'll have to think on it. But yeah, I will be starting Fire Force. And so next time we do a podcast, you'll probably hear my thoughts. But yeah.
But
It'll
this
be
is the last one
interesting.
for the season.
No offense, Shrug, but like we can't have a 7-season episode. That's kind of pathetic. We might have to do one more without you.
True.
Guys, I don't like this. I feel like I'm
Maybe
being,
you can like film a bit for us. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll film a bit from my
Real.
office. I'll
Yeah,
let you
you
guys
can-
see a view
You
into
can
my my
go
little
be
world.
like, "Hey kids, who wants to be on the manga podcast?"
Yeah.
You know what I want to talk about?
Gosh.
What do you want
What
to
do you
talk
wanna talk
about?
about?
My Hero Academia ending.
I want to talk about that fucking clout chaser, Togashi, posting pictures of pages, the page numbers on his Twitter.
Is someone jealous?
I'm sick of it.
Has
No, I'm sick and tired
But
of
you,
it.
you don't have Twitter anymore, so why do you care?
I get it posted in Discord and I delete the messages.
You delete them?
Oh my gosh. I was wondering why Chair wasn't posting the last couple of them.
You don't.
What kind of conversation is it even alluding to? He's just posting blank pages.
Well, they're
Then
not-
he's working on the series
He's
again.
writing a book. He ain't even drawing.
he has drawn though. Listen.
He is literally doing Chojin X right now.
Well, you're bringing up a deep cut conspiracy theory.
There is no way this man, like, honestly, like, he can't even, like, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a writer, but I guarantee I could write a fucking 17-page story in at least a week.
Listen,
No, not even like 17 pages. I could make a 17, like a couple chat bubbles per page for 17 pages.
I'm glad that Togashi has found a work schedule that
What
works
work
for him.
schedule? He doesn't have a work schedule. He
Well-
literally just posts shit on Twitter.
Yeah,
He's
but-
a fucking troll.
Yeah, no, but then after he posts it, like the chapters come out because he's working on them.
Yeah.
He's doing nothing.
He-
He's a damn clout chaser
He-
farming Twitter bots.
But he's making chapters. Like the chapters come out.
I'm sorry, I haven't heard anyone talk about anything Togashi has released in like 6 months.
Well, yeah,
Because
because
he hasn't released anything in 6
yeah,
months.
because
Oh, so he hasn't released anything. He's just posting fucking. He's wrote 9 pages in 5 months. You know what? You're, good job.
He's got to come back for that Hunter x Hunter
back
paycheck
hurts.
and
His-
then leave for a year.
I don't care if his back hurts, dude. Like, the man can't literally draw. He can't write a story. Okay,
Base, you were
I'm
just
hobbling
talking-
around work right now.
You were just talking about how lame you were.
Yeah, I'm lame and I can still do my job. This man just refuses to work. He is a lazy piece of shit, and he's obviously just milking content on Twitter. He's farming interactions. This man is a waste of
Wow.
fucking time. He might as well just be. I've seen OnlyFans models promote their shit less than Togashi does. It doesn't make any sense.
Hunter x Hunter in bio.
That has to be one of the wildest claims I have.
It's not a wild claim. What has he done?
No, that just has to be one of the wildest comparisons. Maybe that's a better word. One of the
Why? He's
wildest
farming
comparisons I've ever
clout.
heard
He's
in my
farming
life.
interactions. The dude only wants attention. He doesn't want to write a story.
Do you think Elon gives him a check at the end of the month?
Dude, all I know is this man literally said, I've ended the story once. Is that not good enough for you? So, you tell me.
I just think we should.
This is your guy.
I just think we should be grateful he's still going at it.
Doing what?
He's literally working on it as we speak.
No, he's not. I guarantee he's not working on it right now. And I'd literally bet my house.
You live in the condo.
Same thing. It's real estate, baby.
18 hours ago, he posts chapters 10, 11, and 12.
What is there anything on it? Is it just a fucking number?
Well, no, we can see
Hey,
sketches.
actually, post his Twitter account. Hey, no, post his Twitter account. Let's see literally what he's been posting. Because if it's just pictures of the fucking page number, I don't care.
But there's sketching on the pages.
Gear.
Yeah.
Why? Why
What do you
are
mean,
you
why?
fucking defending this man?
Hey,
'Cause-
well, you know what's making good traction in the news? My Hero Academia.
God, guys,
Bro.
I cannot believe it. It's been years and years. Almost every single podcast, we're like, when the heck is this ending? Who knows? It's been going on for ages. They said it was going to end 5 years ago.
Actually happening.
It's actually happening. Good for them.
The golden age of shonen manga finally coming to an end.
Do you know what's crazy to me? When My Hero started, Bleach was 10 years old, and now My Hero is 10 years old. That's like kind of.
So Bleach is 20 years old.
Wow.
I know math, right? It's kind of wild though. Really, I started
Listen,
reading it.
I'm glad it's.
You know,
ending.
I have such
Finally.
a weird, so you know how overdone sports series are?
No,
Sports are pretty popular, right?
I guess
I feel like superheroes are also pretty popular. Am I wrong?
no. Unless
Then why is there not as many superhero manga than there is sports manga?
I think that
Isn't
just
that kind of like what Battle Shonen is?
No. I don't consider. No, I'm talking straight superheroes. I'm not talking about some dude, some kid, some neat in his fucking sweaters and boxers going out and finding a new power.
my personal theory on that would just be because that the Western comic like market is just so saturated with straight just superheroes that there's less of a need for or I don't know, less of a need or like less of a desire that people have to like try to reinvent that, because I mean My Hero Academia hasn't done anything super crazy in terms of like restructuring like heroes and stuff. Like it's come up with a creative system, but at the same time it's like I don't see a lot of like Western sports comics as I would like Eastern like Japanese manga. Like I feel like that to me seems why that there would be less superhero related stuff.
Who cares? I don't care about.
Well
comics.
said.
You literally just asked.
Let's get into these comments, all right?
Yeah.
It's 51 minutes.
So we used to do comment comeback all the time, but now we always forget about it. But now we have a full season of comments to read.
Hooray.
So let me just go through some of them here. As always, Cool Kid is consistently commenting on every single thing I post. So
Whose bot account is that?
I don't like. I think
who's all do you think it could be?
you guys all
Like,
think it's an alt. I literally think he's just a cool guy.
And you think Throat Goat 901210 is gonna be a fucking wholesome chatter?
In fact, his actual username is CoolKid2151.
Doesn't Buzz have 4 numbers? It's probably Buzz.
So the first episode was about the One Piece live action, and he said he didn't like it. Yeah.
Fair.
Let's see. Someone said, I never watched One Piece or read the manga, but listening to this made me want to watch the live action based.
No.
So we do
not
another
based.
One Piece cast, and that means that we can make more people read the manga.
Smitty says more like One Piece.
Wow.
I feel like, was this before Smitty read One Piece and it became like his favorite series? I don't know.
Smitty's posting in the fucking
No,
comics and
I think that was-
like we're talking about Swamp Man being the best superhero ever. Like this kid is literally has brain rot.
Listen, Smitty, he's just discovering himself. He's a kid.
He's literally like jerking off to a fucking swamp. It's like a Swamp Man comic.
I don't know. Swamp Thing might have good comics. Not
I
anymore.
don't think so.
I don't know.
Where's the Swamp Man movie? That's all I'm gonna say.
We got a comment from Manga Alert Season 2, Episode 3, Berserk. And they say, hashtag watching Aftercast. Whole Cake Island is good. I love that arc. I would imagine that...
What?
Well, for one, it's great to see that people are watching old episodes from like 6 years ago, but it's probably in response to
Okay.
Shaman saying Whole Cake Island was bad, so...
It was bad. There was I don't care. There was after like the time skip, there was like a span of like 6 years where One Piece was genuine ass.
Yeah,
like just not
we
even like
know-
any type of ass. Like it was just like pancake, no ass, like flat cheeks, no gluteal fold, just like a fucking literal plank.
We know, Based. We know.
Bruh.
We know Grandpa.
We got a comment from Joft saying, I wasn't expecting to see Joel's library in this episode. Yeah, that was our initiative to branch out.
Dude, what a fun cameo.
Yeah, he's a great
We should get him back on
guy.
the cast
Great guy,
sometime.
honestly. Yeah, so obviously Apollo died earlier, so Cool Kid was just saying it was nice to see Apollo's sister impersonating him for this podcast.
Here's a question for
Honestly,
Base.
yeah, that kind.
I had no
Lol.
idea of Dead Rock's
Wow.
I had no idea of Dead Rock's existence before this episode. Thank you for showing me smaller indie creators some attention.
Dude, I think I'm glad that we're spreading the love for Dead Rock because it deserves to be seen and read, and we're really proud of its success, and we hope that we're just able to keep spreading the love. You know.
Yeah, true.
You are actually like spreading a plague right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
Here's a question for Based from At lol, wow. What happened to Base Senpai? Deleted accounts and he wasn't on the last podcast? Question mark.
Honestly, it just got canceled. Probably said the N-word way too much.
Shrug says on the Christmas cast, the song choice is the worst one in the series. Are you serious?
Which I don't even remember what the song was.
It was All I Got for Christmas Is You.
No.
Yes.
No.
Because
What?
because we should finally.
It was Christmas, like Riz in the.
Whose idea
This was
was
also the season of where I made fun of Gear for being for supporting like pedophilia
What?
by liking Oshinoko because I've realized that if you like that series, you're an actual creep.
Listen,
This is no longer a bit. I just think if you actually like that series, also after what you said about reading Eden early on, I am just really concerned about what like you consistently read and that you don't talk about. Because Oshinoko is pretty disgusting, and I will stand by that. I think it's
So
pretty
brave of you
pretty
to
awful.
say this, Shrug.
I think you just misunderstood.
Guys, who's with me? You know what?
Media literacy is dead, as they say.
Hey, I need you to like behind my very passionate speech. I need you to like get some applause going behind me because
Why
think
would
we
I
should
do
just
that?
crack
It's an
down on all the
anti-gear
people.
speech.
We should crack down on all the Oshinoko fans because they're all psychopaths and pedophiles.
Anyway, season 2 starts in July. Let's go. Or maybe is it September or October?
We won't be seated.
It's coming at some point. Anyway, we got another comment. I remember watching you like 6 years ago. It's good to see you're still making videos. Thank you. I can't stop, unfortunately. What else?
We got a comment on episode 5 of a guy who said, good stuff from a 42-year-old in Melbourne, Australia, and he asks if any of us play Magic the Gathering.
No.
You have a 42-year-old Australian
Apollo
man
does.
watching your channel? Hey, if you're listening to it, you're a loser.
No, we love and support our I guess 42 years are millennials now. We love and support our millennial audience. God bless.
Go outside.
Old, but yeah, Apollo plays Magic.
Good job with the podcast. Keep the nerdiness alive. What's happening with Old Shaman? I don't know, man. He's
not been the same.
Old
since
Shaman's
the
trying to be
accident.
older than he actually is, and he's failing.
well. That's how it's always been, I think. What happened to Base Senpai? Oh, we already read that one.
Who's asking? Like, who the fuck's like who
There,
posted that comment?
It's LOL wow, but there's like 15 O's for in between LOL.
Oh, so it's another bot account that you just
think
let run your fucking life.
Base, some people just make random users just to comment on stuff.
Oh!
They don't.
No.
Not
In what world would you make an account with 15 numbers?
Listen, if I just
Give
signed
me
up
a reason.
if I just signed up for something randomly and I didn't care and it just generates a username for me.
So this person, I'm gonna just say, doesn't care about fucking this YouTube and just gonna just talking to hear himself yap.
There's a lot of people that do that.
Cool Kid says, I'm sure Apollo will be alright. He can make all his money back playing the Boulder in Avatar Season 2. This was, of course, after Trump took all of Apollo's money. Whole thing.
And
Trump didn't scam Apollo. Apollo donated to Trump because he's an idiot.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't get, the day he said, bro, I got scammed. I donated all my money to Trump. Who in the fuck? That's not even, don't click on random emails, links in emails, or, respond to, random text messages. This man was okay, what's Trump cooking? Okay, let's literally send money.
what was he cooking?
I mean, it also didn't happen. So.
Hey, shut up. All of our lore is accurate. We got a comment from Shrugpod. Birth is a blessing, but not right now. That's right, Shrug. You gave birth to the Antichrist.
Shrug
I
as a
did.
child?
Yeah.
I did.
Wait, is Shrug married right now? Like actually married?
No,
No.
just engaged.
So you haven't had sex yet?
Right.
Well, no.
Okay, good, because you'd go to hell.
Right.
Just
Well,
saying that. I'm just gonna
yes.
let that seed.
Well, I
sit.
hope
Right,
none of us have
right.
had sex yet because obviously none of us are married.
Yeah, guys. Come on now.
Yeah.
Shrug, are you lying?
What?
Are you lying?
About what?
Have you done the poop hole loophole?
You know,
Soaking?
Spend too much time at church. Better not.
I think that we're done with this conversation.
All right.
Shrug's going to hell.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, and here, Cool Kid points out something a bit suspicious. First Shrug reads Dragon Ball, then Toriyama dies, and now Shrug is having Satan's kid? Suspicious.
Many such cases.
I can't make any comments about that.
Honestly, who comments on these videos with these dumbass questions?
What do you mean, our loyal
You
listeners?
offer like you're giving
Our
them a
dedicated
podium to
fan
ask
base.
whatever they want, and they're literally like,
Come on, Base, when you made videos, you probably got dumb comments, you know?
yeah, and I responded with, "You're a fucking moron. Stop responding to my videos."
But I don't really have a problem with most of these. Most of these guys seem chill.
Here, let me, for example, I'm just gonna pull up a random YouTube video. This was when I was beefing with Manga Hero.
Is he still around?
I don't know.
Manga Hero.
I'm actually Googling right now to see if I can find Manga Hero. I haven't been able to find him. I found a different account named Manga Hero, and he's just been posting, like,
Literally, someone said, "Glad to see
Yo.
you again." I said, "You're a simp."
actual porn.
Apollo, or not Apollo, Based, you gotta be nicer sometimes. I don't know.
For once again, I agree with your taste. Who are you?
Why would you say that?
Did he delete his channel?
Probably.
I can't find
This
it.
this guy said Bucks fan unloads his mid haul of the month, and I go, "You have 19 subs."
I mean, fair. That's a fair one. Base, I think you should start making videos featuring Gigas.
I sent a picture of Gigas in the Discord yesterday, and you didn't even fucking respond. So I'm gonna literally, he's dead now.
Hold on, I didn't see it. I can't be on.
How'd you not see it? He takes up the whole damn coffee table.
I didn't see the picture.
Because you're posting dumb shit about Biden. Like, who? Like, no one cares. You're from Canada.
I think Skibbity Biden is worth sharing.
You are fucking so... I hate you so much.
Where the hell's this photo? I don't-
It's up there, dude. Just it's up there in general chat. Just keep scrolling because you've been talking about the dumbest shit fucking a week straight. Here, I'll post it. You know what? I'll post it again.
Thank you. And I send pictures of Cornflake too.
Cornflake ain't got shit on my cat. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, Gigas would probably eat Cornflake, but
Yeah.
Look, I just posted in Discord. Look how big this motherfucker is.
Oh, you know what? I did see this.
And you didn't even see. This is why I don't like. This is why I don't come on the podcast anymore.
All right.
I'll
So,
comment now.
Are there any more thoughts?
Isn't the like halfway? You can't end the season right here. Isn't the halfway sales coming up like very shortly?
Yeah, like I said, no offense, Shrug, but I feel like we got to at least do one more.
Yeah, I'll just drop a clip of me
Maybe.
so that way
What are we,
I can make my appearance.
If you want to say a
My Hero
top
Academia
three,
cast.
if you want to just make estimate, like obviously we know like certain series are gonna be on there, but like what would you say like is not definitely on there, but
Bro,
what would you like see on there?
I don't even know what's going on anymore. That Elf series is really popular. Maybe that one.
I 100% Freyrin is on. It's top 5. I guarantee.
Definitely.
The problem with the thing about this series is like it's an interesting. You haven't seen it at all?
I don't know a thing about it.
The series is about like random like an average like traveling like group of adventures, but the problem is like the girl is an elf, so elves notoriously live for like 400 years, right? So like she's like just a kid. She's traveling with this group, and then obviously they're just a bunch of humans. You know, they've adventured for like 20, 30 years, and they retire, and she's still like almost a kid. And then like she sees her like friends die, yada yada yada, and she's like, okay, what? Like, so she has to. It's like beginning event. So she starts another adventure, and has all this experience for like literally adventuring for 30 years, but she's still viewed as like this elf kid.
This sounds like what Paul Rudd does.
I'm about to just log off.
That's it.
You see, I was bringing it back to an earlier joke. You know.
I'm done. But it deserves its flowers. It's a good series. It's very much like it's not something you just pick up. That's the thing. Like even at like Barnes and Noble, when I saw it, I'm like, do I even want to pick this up?
Oh, is that Gigas I hear?
No, that's a dog outside.
All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. Manga Alert Season 7 will continue one day.
You guys didn't even give your fucking opinions on like what's going on.
I don't know what
top.
I don't know what's going on. The Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer's over.
I don't know, man. What do you want from me?
Glad My Hero Academia is about to end.
Kagurabachi is going to be top 1.
Thank you all for watching. Leave
yeah.
your comments below. We'll respond to them, and
To all of them.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
This is the end.
Skibbity Biden.
Skibbity Biden. Skibbity Biden. Skibbity Biden. Joe. Skibbity Biden. Hitler's language. Trump is using Hitler's language. Trump is using Hitler's language. Skibbity.